Hey, friends, and welcome to the Reading Nest. I'm Patrick, storyteller, former theater kid, and book enthusiast, and someone who believes with my whole heart that reading to a child can change everything. Whether you're a parent, teacher, or the designated bedtime reader, you're in the right place. Around here, we believe stories can spark joy, build confidence, and shape how kids see themselves and the world. So grab your favorite blanket, your coziest corner, and maybe a snack, because we're about to dive into why reading aloud is one of the most important things you can do for a child. And if you're ready, let's turn the page.
Hey everybody, it's time for the Reading Nest. Come on!
Welcome to the Reading Nest, the coziest corner of your day. And I'm Patrick, and this is where I can remind you and we can remind ourselves. Let's remind each other that reading aloud isn't just something sweet we do with our students and our kids at home. It's a superpower for brains, for hearts, and for building the kind of world we want our kids to grow up in. So, I do want to say, I have to be honest with you all that this whole show today is about reading aloud and why I enjoy reading aloud to my students. I mean, I don't have any kids per se myself, but I treat my students that I've been teaching for almost 20 years like as they're my children. So I've always wanted the best for them and the best outcome. But I have to be honest, this episode is really about finding why reading aloud is a superpower and why it matters for everyone. And like, have you ever started reading aloud and you stop and you go, hold on, wait, I'm doing the voices of the characters. I don't even know if these are the voices of the characters, but these are the voices that I made up for these characters. So, that is one thing that I want to kind of like touch on today as we talk through this. But before we talk, I want to let you know that I am starting this show because I really, really enjoy reading to kids. I've been an educator for almost 20 years, and the moment that I read, no lie, the moment that I read Fancy Nancy, and I know some people are like, I haven't read Fancy Nancy in a long time. That is one of my favorite stories to read because that is one of the first stories that when I started really, really loving what I'm doing, that is one of the first books that I read that I got the kids to go, wow, I kind of like this book. Even the little boys, like Fancy Nancy is not a boy book, a little boy book, if that's what that little boy wants to listen to, or that little girl wants to listen to. It's literally for the kids who want to be fancy and dress fancy and want to be fancy. So that is a story that I got everyone into, was Fancy Nancy. So I'm doing this because I feel like I want to give back to even why I do what I do, why I am the way that I am, why do I talk to students the way that I speak to them, why do I approach them the way that I approach them, because they're humans and I have to teach them how to be actual people in the world and want to see the best for them, just like their parents want the best for them. But as an educator, I've always wanted that. So that is like part of like why I continue to do this. I also read children's book. I have a YouTube channel called The Reading Nest as well. You can go there. I have a few videos that I have on there. And so I'm venturing off into this world of me wanting to start something new for parents, for teachers who want to say, there is someone out there who is just as crazy as I am that likes children's books more than they like adult books because they actually teach you lessons. I love stories. I do read. I like to read self help books. I like to read fantasy books, mythology books. But it's something about a children's book that will grasp your heart and your soul and say, open your eyes because this is the world we live in, but this is a book for you. This is a book for your children. This is a book for your family. Like, not all books can do that. And I feel like children's books share that same feeling and sentiment because it comes from a place of caring, a place of hope, a place of creating a connection. So I'm going to take a break here, and then we'll come back. And our first topic that we're going to talk about is what's so super about reading aloud. And it's just a little research that I have here that I want to share with y'all. So let's take a break. If you don't have a snack, go grab a snack. If you don't have anything to drink with your snack, go grab something to drink with your snack. And I will see you back here at the Nest. Are you a children's book author, illustrator, or creative with a story behind the story? Come join me on the Reading Nest, our warm, welcoming podcast and YouTube series where we talk about books, the inspiration behind them, and what it really means to create for children. Whether you're launching a new project or reflecting on your creative journey, we'd love to shine a light on your voice. It's not just about the books, it's about building connections through storytelling. If you're interested, click on the link in the description below and let's talk about having you on the show. Until next time, bye. Thank you for coming back and joining me here at the Reading Nest. I want to hop into some books that I have here that, I just want to give you a little bit of some magic. This is books that bring the magic that I was talking about. The first book, I have 3 books here, and then I have an extra book because I haven't gotten this book yet, and I really, really want to go get this book, and this book is that I don't have yet. So the book that I don't have yet is called Change Sings, and it's by Amanda Gorman. And I read it in the bookstore, and it is a book about hope. It's a poetic reading. And it gave me goosebumps. So I gotta go get the book. I just at that time did not get the book because I was in a mission for other books at the time. But right now that is not a book in my collection. I am gonna go get that book. If you do want that book, it will also be in my Amazon storefront, and you can go get that book off of that as well. And the link will be in my description below. And remember to like and subscribe. I don't think I said that yet. Sorry. This is very, very, very new to me. So I hope you guys are, just riding the wave with me. So this is one of the first books that I read on my YouTube channel called The Reading Nest when I first got back into reading just now. And it's called Willow. And I had the lovely opportunity to interview the author Elisabeth Sophia. She lives in Australia, and this book is a beautiful story that she wrote about a tree that has gone through hardships, troubles, and has come out on the other side as being resilient and understanding that it's okay. We do break down, but we can pick ourselves back up again. And when we do pick ourselves back up again, we get back up we get back up. So this is Willow. It's about Elisabeth Sophia. It's illustrated by Anita Bagdi. I had the opportunity of chatting with her a little bit on Instagram. She's a lovely person. I really do want to interview you. So if you see this, Anita, please let me interview you. But yes, Willow, the proceeds to all her books go to helping uh, feed people in Gaza during the times that they're going through. So that is a beautiful way to give back as well. You can also get this from her website, and those proceeds will go there. I'm this is not an Amazon storefront because I really want the proceeds to go to where the proceeds needs to go to. Hold on, I need to put this book somewhere. My second book that I have here is Jacqueline Woodson's The Year We Learned to Fly. And this book whispers to my soul because it's a lyrical and book, and it just reminded me that even when I'm having a tough time, I can always just stop, take a deep breath, and take that leap. As I said that, I had the the song from The Color Purple. That's in it. I'm gonna hold my head high. I wanna. So that's what came through my head when this song came to my mind. Because it is great. And then the last book that I told you guys I had is I Am Everything Good by Derek Barnes. This is a great book. This is an affirmation book for everyone, not even just young boys, but everyone, because it makes you feel good when you read it. If you've never read this book, it is an affirmation book of letting you know. I want to read you a page. Oh, sorry. I told y'all this is my first rodeo. This is my first rodeo. Like in the beginning, like he dedicates this book to Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, E.J. Bradford, Jordan Edwards, Michael Brown, Jordan Davis, and Julian Mallory. Like it even like goes to the point where it says, I am a non-stop ball of energy, powerful and full of light. I am a go-getter, a difference maker, a leader. Think about every little boy and every little girl who's just like that ball of energy. Like, do they have just that? I am every good thing that makes the world go round. You know, like gravity, or the glow of a moonbeams over a field of brand new snow. I am good to the core, like the center of a cinnamon roll. Yeah, that good. Like, you ever ate that cinnamon roll that was that good? Think about how good you are to the core. That is like, he writes amazing books. So, Derek Barnes, if you're listening to this, I would love you or Gordon C. James, either one of you, if you guys ever see this video, please let me interview you because I am a fan. There's stories that build self-worth, self-confidence, and curiosity about the world and themselves. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to give you guys a break. I'm going to get a break. I think I need something to drink because I got really excited about the last book. So I'm going to take a break. Let's take a break, and I'll see you back here at the Nest.
Are you a children's book author with a story the world needs to hear? At the Reading Nest, we're always looking for heart-filled, imaginative, and beautifully written picture books to share with our young readers and their families. Whether it's your debut title or your 10th release, we'd love to help you get your book into the hands and hearts of more families. Send a copy our way, and you might just see your book featured in one of our cozy storytime episodes, where we highlight the magic of storytelling and all the love behind each page. If you're interested, click the link in the description below to get started. And let's grow little readers together, one story at a time. Bye.
So welcome back. I had to actually I made a little espresso here. I'm filming at my house. This is where I do all my stuff at. I'm just very transparent. This is where I'm at. I have time to make me a little espresso on my Nespresso machine, and it's gonna keep me perky for right now. So I want to talk about storytime fails, some fun, some feel good moments that I've had. So I remember I was in a classroom. I think I was by myself. This was like my first. Yeah, this is like close to my first year, like ever being in the world around children, and I was actually working at this daycare in Duluth. Shout out to Core Kids Academy. It's in Duluth, Suwanee, area in Gwinnett County, Georgia, and it was the first time that I tried to do voices and they didn't come out the right way. Let me explain. The school was predominantly Korean. My students, yes, they did speak English, but it was not their sense of humor. So I had to like learn how to like fit into their sense of humor. So story time a lot of times was like me trying to feel out what they liked, what they didn't like. But I understood as I started reading to them more, it wasn't about what I read, it's how I read it. So if I did a funny voice and I got out of that funny voice, I felt bad for myself because I was like, oh man, I didn't maintain that voice the entire time. I actually had to stop, think about it, and go back to the voice. Like even as a theater person, voices and accents was not my thing. So, but you don't have to be perfect. You just have to remember that kids don't really care. They just want to make sure that they feel good, that you care, that you read to them, and you both had fun doing it. So don't try to like perform. Yes, for yourself, I guess, but they don't care about the performance. They just are the voice that you're using. They just want to like listen. And if remember this, you matter, you're worthy, you're worth my time, you're worth this moment. So if they matter, that means they're worth your time, and then that means that they are worth that moment. And as an educator, I work at a charter school, and the value of patience and understanding that children are people and humans, and they matter. And if they matter to you, they need some of your time, because in that moment they need you, and you're never going to get that moment back. And that is how you build that trust. Well, first you have to build that connection. That's how you build that connection, and that's how you get their trust, because you gave them that moment, right? But yeah, remember that. Like, you don't have to outperform yourself. You just have to keep it moving. I'm just gonna keep it moving. I don't want to take a break. So this is an activity that I have for you all. And this is a challenge for your class or your family or whoever you're reading to. And this is called the Super Voice Read Aloud session. And you're going to choose a book. You can choose one of the books that I mentioned. You're going to have your most creative voice to use it. And you're going to record a 30-second clip. And then you're going to share it. And then you're going to upload it to social media, and you're going to hashtag the Reading Nest Challenge. And this is the challenge of, can you use your most creative voice? And this is a time to be silly. I know it's a time to be silly with your kids, and I can't. I kind of want to see what you all want to do. So that is a little challenge that I have for you all. I'm going to end here. Thank you for all joining me here. I had fun talking to you all. I hope I get to talk to you all again. I'm going to do this some more. It won't always be about why reading aloud is good. I'm also going to talk about some more educational things as I move along. I want to expand my platform to like more topics that I feel like I want to talk about on my own page before I start introducing things that encompasses the rest of the world. So remember, you don't need a cape. You just need your voice. And reading aloud is one of the most radical, healing, and joyful things you can do for your child. So tonight, pick up a book, sit close, and speak the magic in the room. Thanks for nesting with me. Until next time.
Thanks so much for spending time with us here at the Reading Nest. Whether you joined us for a story or an inspiring conversation, we hope you leave feeling a little more connected, a little more curious, and ready to keep turning pages. Until next time, keep reading, keep imagining, and remember, every great adventure starts with a story. Until next time, bye.
Okay, find your listening ears.